Hi, welcome back once again. My name is Saddam Hussain. Welcome back to our channel CBSE Board Economics. Today we will be covering macroeconomics, national income accounting, chapter number 4, goods and services. As usual, we'll be covering 5 topics or 5 questions. What are these 5 questions? Let's start. The first question you have is, what are goods? The second question, what are services? Mind it, the entire economics revolves around goods and services. The third question, differentiate between goods and services. What difference we find between goods and services? Then there are many ways of classifying goods, and we have the most important, what are intermediate goods, and next you have what are final goods, and some of the typical questions that came in the board examination. So the 5 questions I repeat: what are goods, what are services, differentiate between goods and services, what are intermediate goods, what are final goods, and some of the questions that came in the board exams. Okay, let's start. The first one you have, what are goods? Goods are tangible, which you can see and touch. What do you mean by tangible? This board is a good, it's a tangible. Your mobile phone is a good, it's tangible. Your car is a good. Your vegetables, rice, ice cream, these are the goods, tangible. What are services? Services are intangible, they're not tangible. You can't see them, you can't touch. The services of a doctor, the services of a teacher, the services of a lawyer are the services. And in case they ask you differentiate between goods and services, simple. You make again a tabular form, table, write 3-4 points. The first point is goods are tangible, the first point. And services are intangible. You can't see and touch. Tangible, intangible. Goods can be shifted from one place to the other place. You can take your pen wherever you like. You can take your card wherever you feel like. Services, you can't. They can't be shifted. The third point is, there is a time gap in production of goods. First they're produced and then they're consumed. In case of services, there is no time gap. Both production and consumption takes place simultaneously. The moment the doctor attends to you, you're consuming his services. The moment a teacher is teaching you, you're consuming his services. Goods are counted when they are produced. 1, 2, 3, 4. Services are counted when they are rendered. A teacher comes to teach you, maybe he'll charge you per hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. So that's it. There's a difference between goods and services. Goods are tangible, services are intangible. Goods can be shifted from one place to the other place. Services can't be shifted. There is a time gap in production of goods, but there is no time gap in production of services. Goods can be seen and touched, services can't be seen and touched. Goods are counted when they are produced, services are counted when they are rendered. Now we go to most important topic of this chapter. What are intermediate goods? This is very important in macroeconomics, especially for measurement of national income. What are intermediate goods? Intermediate goods are those which are used for further production. Intermediate goods are those which are used for further production. For example, sugarcane in the manufacturing of sugar is an intermediate good. Leather in the manufacturing of shoes is an intermediate good. Cloth in the manufacturing of shirt is an intermediate good. So simple logic, intermediate goods help to produce the final goods. What are intermediate goods? Intermediate goods are those which are used for further production. Simple, sugarcane in the manufacturing of sugar, leather in the manufacturing of shoes are intermediate goods. What are final goods? Final goods are those which are meant for final consumption. You're consuming it. Or capital formation. That's end of the transaction. When you buy something, either you consume it or you invest it. Capital formation. Final goods are those which are meant for final consumption or capital formation. For example, fruits, vegetables, ice cream, whatever you're buying at home, they're all final goods. Mind it. It can be your TV, it can be your refrigerator, it can be your microwave, it can be your mobile phone, computer, laptop at home. These are all final goods. And final goods can be capital goods. What do you mean by capital goods? Like maybe in the firm or factory, they buy machines, buildings, structures. Those are also final goods. They're not intermediate goods. So final goods are those which are meant for final consumption or for capital formation. Final goods. And they can ask you, differentiate between intermediate goods and final goods. That's of course an important question, very important from the board's point of view. So again, as usual, I told you, so please make a table and write in points. The first point is intermediate goods are those which are meant for further production. They help in producing other goods. For example, sugarcane in the manufacturing of sugar is an intermediate good. Leather in the manufacturing of shoes are intermediate goods. Cloth in the manufacturing of shirt is an intermediate good. What are final goods? Final goods are those which are meant for final consumption. Vegetables, fruits, milk, TV at home, or meant for capital formation. Machines, buildings, structures. These are all final goods. This is the first point. Second point, intermediate goods always move from one production process to the other production process. In the factory, you keep on, they're moving from one production process to the other production process till they don't become final goods. For example, in the manufacturing of a mobile phone, there are a lot of processes are there. So ultimately it comes in your hands, then it becomes a final good. Till that time it becomes an intermediate good. Same in the manufacturing of a car, it keeps on moving from one production process to the other production process. Someone fits the tires, someone fits the engine, someone fits headlamps. So that is called production process. So intermediate goods keep on moving from one production process to the other production process. Final goods, they don't move from one production process to the other production process. They're finally meant for consumption or capital formation. The most important point in intermediate goods and final goods is, while calculating national income, we should not take the value of intermediate goods, otherwise it leads to the problem of double counting. If you take the value of sugarcane and the value of sugar, so it's already in the value of sugarcane is already included. So it leads to double counting. We should not take it. In the manufacturing of shoe, leather value is already taken care. You should not take the value of leather and the value of shoe. So double counting. So we should not take the value of intermediate goods. We should take the value of only final goods. Another point, intermediate goods remain within the production boundary. What do you mean by production boundary? Production boundary is an imaginary line around the producing sector. As long as the product remains within the factory or production boundary, that's called intermediate good. Once if it comes outside the production boundary in your hands, then it becomes a final good. Okay, we repeat once again. Intermediate goods those goods which help in producing other goods. Final goods are those goods which are meant for final consumption or capital formation. Sugarcane in the manufacturing of sugar is an intermediate good. Sugar at home is a final good. Intermediate goods remain within the production boundary. Final goods come outside the production boundary. Intermediate goods move from one production process to the other production process. Final goods, they don't move. The most important point while calculating national income, we should take the value of only intermediate. We should not take the value of intermediate goods. We should take the value of only final goods. So I've given you many other examples of intermediate goods. Leather in the manufacturing of shoes is an intermediate good. Shoes is a final good. Okay. So there can be any number of examples. Cloth in the manufacturing of shirt is an intermediate good. The shirt which you are wearing is a final good. In the board question, they can ask you, are these intermediate goods or final goods? Read the question carefully and just think how it is being used. Whether it is used for further production or not, that depends it. Sometimes they ask you, milk used in a restaurant or hotel is intermediate good or final good. Of course, it is an intermediate good. It's used for further production. Okay, right. So like this, they can ask you anything, right? So anything, iron, steel, right? So whatever the coal they're using it, of course, that's an intermediate good. So anything, right? Okay. So wood used for manufacturing of furniture is, of course, an intermediate good. Mind it, whatever you are using at home, they're all final goods. Let it be washing machine, let it be air conditioner, let it be micro oven, let it be your computer, let it be your laptop, let it be your, right, anything at home, let it be your mobile phone, they're all intermediate good. They're all final goods. So whatever they're used at, right, in the factory or in a firm, they're intermediate goods. Including chalk used by teacher, they're also intermediate goods. So these are all intermediate goods and final goods. In case they give you in the board exams, maybe for 3 or 4 marks, are the intermediate goods? Think over and carefully write. Now we go, as usual, we go to the revision part of it. What are goods? Goods are tangible, which they can be seen and touched. For example, it can be a car, it can be a TV. What are services? Services are those which are intangible, they cannot be seen and touched. For example, doctorate services, teacher services. Differentiate between goods and services. Goods are tangible, services are intangible. Goods can be shifted from one place to the other place, services can't be shifted. Goods can be stored, services can't be stored. Goods are counted when they are produced, services are counted when they are rendered. Okay, so these are some of the differences. What are intermediate goods? Intermediate goods are those which are meant for further production. For example, wood in the manufacturing of furniture. What are final goods? Final goods are those which are meant for final consumption or capital formation. For example, furniture at home, or final goods, vegetables, milk, or final goods. So even machines, building structures in the firm are final goods. In case they give you milk used at home is a final good, but the same milk used in a restaurant or hotel, that is a intermediate good. I hope you got it right. And these are the board questions. So that's all we have for this topic. I'm sure, 100% sure, you must have followed it. That's all we have time for today. Thank you very much. My name is Saddam Hussain. Till we meet, goodbye and best of luck for examination. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe and comment. Thank you very much. Goodbye.